Forgive my brother's temper. It's said over time wargs adopt the traits of their animal. And your news was unexpected. You see, Gregor Forrester was our father, and we are his bastards. I doubt anyone knows. It was his dark secret, and he feared his family would find out.
No one at Ironraft knows of this. Not that I've ever heard.
I suspected as much. Josra would say he banished us to hide his shame. But I like to think it's because he knew what we were, that he was protecting us in his own way. We thought one day Gregor would come and see everything we've built. But instead it was you. You are the first to arrive. It must have been a difficult journey. Few try, and fewer still live to tell about it.
I wouldn't have made it alone. I had help from my friend Cotter and Sylvie.
But they were following your lead. You were the one who was sent by House Forrester. Our father entrusted us with protecting the North Grove. That has always been our purpose. But we've learned there's a power here, Garrett. A power we've only just begun to understand. Winter is coming, and we haven't much time. Gregor ven Fionden Bjorne Sager ven. Svealoden Mopre befastan!
Did you know him? Maybe I'm wrong, but you keep looking at him.
He was my friend. His name was Finn. He was here because of me. I let him join when we left Castle Black.
That was his choice. It's not your fault.
Now his watch has ended.
You fought well, for a crow.
I saved your life.
I wouldn't go that far. Although I admit, you can fight. Maybe they did teach you something at Castle Black.
You fought well yourself. Or at least your bear did.
His name is Shadow. Killing them I don't mind. It's the burning that stays with you. You'll never forget that stench.
Did you see what they just did? They don't care about their own.
My sister has trained them well. Emotion is a weakness, according to her.
They don't mourn their dead.
They've been trained to fight. Nothing else matters but that. They're more my sister's doing, not mine.
The whites grow bolder by the day. Ever since the wildling tribes went south with Man's Raider.
How did you command them? The warriors?
I told you. There's a power here. I should return to the village. Fulgorn Bisoneer. Did you not hear me? Fulgorn Sona!
What?
Wait! Fulgorn Bisoneer.
You're losing control.
What was that?
It's blood magic. The more she uses it, the weaker she becomes. And they can sense it. Elsera's a fool to keep taking these risks. One day, they'll kill us all if we're not careful.
There must be something you can do to stop her.
She is convinced her blood magic is the only way to protect the North Grove, that her warriors are the answer. But she can't control it. I worry about her. It's more dangerous than she knows. She was right about one thing, though. The whites are growing bolder. And the worst is yet to come. Now that my father's dead, there's no reason to stay. That's why he sent you, isn't it? To bring us back to Ironrath. To crush our enemies south of the Wall. And avenge his death.
You're right. House Forrester needs our help. We could return south.
Think of what we could do. I'm sure we could convince Elsera to join us. I know what my father said. The North Grove can never be lost. But he wouldn't want us to die because of it.
Where's Sylvie?
Never trust a fucking wildling.
Those are human teeth. Oh, looks fresh. Looks like they didn't make it to the block. Ugh, disgusting. Oh, rats. They're everywhere in King's Landing. No way to get this alight. I wonder if I could use it for something else. Jailer! Please!
Shut it!
Please come here! How strong are these bars? I wonder what she's done. Hello? Excuse me?
What do you want? Can you get me out of here? 'Cause if not, I don't want to know.
Hey! No talking!
Jailer! Jailer, come over here!
Oh, don't you start again.
Why don't you come here for a moment? We can have a little chat about it.
God's woman, I said shut it! Or I will come in there, and you won't like what happens.
Well, what do you want then? Tell me! Please! I'll do anything. Just tell me! Bastard! Before the day's over, they'll take us straight to the block. So don't give me that look. You can leave the judgment to the Father, whatever gods you believe in.
I'm sorry, I meant no offense. But we have to keep our heads held high, even when everything else is taken from us.
I have a son. A little baby boy. I think of the smell of his skin. His tufts of brown hair. There is nothing I wouldn't do. Nothing! Just to hold him again. Dignity is worthless compared to that. What would you do in my place? I'll never see him again.
Your family needs you. Nothing else matters. I do whatever it takes to survive. Whatever it takes.
My lord, please. Please take me out of here!
Mira, making friends already, I see.
Be quick. We'll be coming back for her next.
For your trouble.
Oh, no, no.
Come on, you!
No! Please! Wait! No! Get off
Shut
me!
your fucking mouth!
They'll be here for you soon. You don't have much time.
You backstabbing shit. You have a nerve.
There's no need for that, Lady Mira. I've come to make you an offer. I was thinking about what you said Your relationship with Cersei is valuable. And if you also find your way back into Marjorie's graces, well, it would be a shame to waste such influence. Then I realized there's something far more valuable than your friends at court, Mira. Your name. I want you as my wife.
Your wife? Do you do all your wooing in cells? I'm new to courting, but I imagine less violence and intimidation.
Wars are won and lost in the marriage bed, Mira. Kingdoms too. And I want my own kingdom. I'll start with an old and noble house, with a keep, like Ironrath. It may not be the grandest castle in Westeros, but it's a start.
Why would I do that? What's in it for me?
You keep your head, of course, and I'll get you out of here. But if you don't value that, think of your bloodline, your precious Forrester legacy. This is your chance to make sure it carries on.
What are you talking about?
2 of your brothers are already dead. That idiot Ludd will take care of the rest. One way or another. And it won't take me long to get rid of the harebrained fool myself. I'm sorry, Mira. None of your family will survive. Ironrath will fall to you. And through marriage, it will become mine. A holdfast in the north can only help my ambitions.
So we'd rule together, as Lord and Lady of Ironrath.
That's an amusing thought, but not what I had in mind. It's fitting our betrothal begins in a cell. I'd say it's a perfect symbol for the rest of your life.
You plan to keep me locked up?
Well, perhaps not literally. If you play your part and produce my heirs. The murder of a Lannister guard can't go unpunished. But I can get you out of here, Mira. One word from me, that coal boy takes your place on the block.
Tom!
All you have to do is agree to marry me. You'll give up your power. You'll give up your ancestral home. But you'll be alive. So, Mira, what do you say?
You will never have Ironrath, and you will never have me.
What? You fool!
I'd rather die.
Fine. Have it your way.
She won't get far. Not out here.
Let me go!
Sylvie!
He's my brother! I wasn't finished!
When you're finished here, come see me. There's something I must show you.
I don't trust these people, Garrett.
Which was why I had to see Cotter. He's not well. And he won't live much longer.
I need to see him. Is he in there?
There's a reason I wanted to talk to you. I need you to do something for me. I didn't want him to suffer anymore, Garrett. Just to ease his pain, but... that's when they found me. The Nightshade. I need you to be the one to end his suffering.
But
It's our way, Garrett. You have to feed it to him. I'm trusting you to do this, Garrett. You're the only one who can.
Are you sure this is what Cotter would want?
I know he would. We'd never let free folk suffer. You'll see. He's in so much pain.
I did everything within my power to help your friend. But I'm afraid it's too late. Nothing can save him now.
Sylvie told me.
Nightshade? What are you going to do with that? You realize it's deadly. And has no place in here.
What are you doing with that knife?
It's meant for you.
Garrett, is that you? It's me, Cotter. I'm here.
Where's Sylvie? I want to see her. Where is she? Did something happen to her?
Don't worry, she's right outside. She sent me to help you.
I thought they took her away. Remember your promise, Garrett. You said you'd leave me behind. To help Sylvie. Cotter! I can't bear it anymore!
He's been incredibly brave. A lesser man would have died days ago. But I suppose you already knew that about him.
You said you'd help him.
I wish I could. But I'm afraid it's too late for that now. But you can still use his death to give his life meaning. This was always intended for my father. It's a sacred symbol of the power of the North Grove. Forged from iron, the handle made with ironwood from this very tree. In my father's absence, you speak for House Forrester. It seems only right that you should have this now. You're here for a reason, Garrett. It's no accident they sent you.
I promise. I'll make Lord Forrester proud.
I know you'll do what's necessary. Your friend is dying, but his life is too valuable to waste. Give me his heart. His beating heart. And his death can have meaning. We can use it for a greater purpose, Garrett. An ancient ritual to help harness the power of the North Grove.
But
We must do this, Garrett. I fear what might happen if we don't.
His beating heart! This is madness!
Not madness. Necessity. Madness would be letting the North Grove fall. You saw what happened after the fight. My warriors, they're pulling away. Please, I need you to do this. For me, for the North Grove.
Ready. Garrett. Can't take it any longer.
End his suffering. Use his life to make us strong, Garrett. Give him that poison, and his blood will be useless.
I'm sorry, but I can't do it. Cotter's my friend. I wouldn't be here if not for him. And I have to respect what Sylvie asked me to do.
Then so be it. Fulgorn Bison-Ear. We must burn the body.
Your fighters are in place. Keep the Whitehills calm, and as soon as they're all seated, give the signal to strike.
Remember, no matter how much they might provoke you, we must let them think they've won. That's them. Here we go.
Gwyn.
Clever. Send the girl first. Don't let her play with your head, little brother.
Lady Forrester. My apologies for arriving unannounced. I was hoping I might have a word in private with Asher. I think we can agree these are not ideal circumstances.
Agreed.
But these are the circumstances we find ourselves in. I know how you must feel, Asher. What your family has suffered, it's unimaginable. Which is why the bloodshed must stop.
I agreed to your father's terms, didn't I?
You did. But I know you, Asher. You're not the one to roll over so easily. You don't like being pushed into a corner. It's not in your nature.
It would be a lie if I said otherwise.
I appreciate your honesty. I'll need that from you if this is to work. You have to understand. I've risked everything to bring peace between our houses. To meet with Roderick in secret. To tell him of the traitor within these very walls. To make sure no harm came to Ryan as our ward. All while persuading my father that bloodshed would end if we were to wed. I have no ulterior motive. No hidden agenda. Just peace. Once and for all.
I'm sorry, but I don't trust your father. He ordered the ambush. He'd just as soon slit my throat as see us wed.
That was before. My father would never betray my trust. Truth be told, my father's scared of you.
Is he?
With Roderick, he knew who and what he was dealing with. But you, he thinks you're dangerous. You proved as much when you attacked his men.
They came after us.
I know. And that's all in the past now, I promise. We can make this work, Asher. This is our one chance. Together we can control the future of our houses. Just promise me, when my father and brother walk through that door, nothing will happen that could threaten that future. Our future. I need your assurance. Nothing will happen.
And at this point, it's in the hands of the gods.
Sorry to intrude, my lord. But Lady Forrester is in need of your help.
Of course.
I should go.
What help does my mother need?
Sorry, my lord, it's all that came to mind. But we have everything in place. How should we proceed?
Ready the men.
Consider it done, my lord.
Alyssa, I'm sorry it's come to this, but at least it's done.
Where's my son?
Right to it then.
Mother!
Oh, my baby. Oh, my baby.
Enough blubbering! You can have him back when we've hammered out the details of your surrender.
Lord Whitehill.
Asher. Now, who'd ever have imagined this? You welcoming me into your hall to drink your wine and call me father. I thought I'd seen the last of you when Gregor shipped you off to the other side of the bloody world.
You honor us, Lord Whitehill, with your presence. And with this union.
Honor you? I didn't take you for an arse licker, Forrester.
Father, don't bicker. Asher's showing you respect.
Somehow I doubt it.
Would you like to sit down, Lord Whitehill?
Aye, and get us something to eat. I'm bloody starving.
We thought you'd like to sit here, Lord Whitehill.
I'll sit there. Thank you very much. In the Lord's chair. It's not like your father wanted your worthless ass in it.
It's just a chair. By all means, sit in it if it makes you feel important.
What? What did you say?
Something not very friendly, Father.
What are you up to, Forrester? You curtsy like your sister one moment, then act the blowhard the next. Do you even have any idea how thin the ice is here?
Calm down, Father. Asher's been amongst sellswords so long, he's forgotten how to behave.
Teach him some manners, then. Rather odd that Talia's not here, isn't it? And your banner men look a little tense. What are you playing at, Forrester? Something's not right. I can feel it.
Calm yourself, Lord Whitehill. There's no reason to get upset.
Say what you want. I know what I see. See, that's the trouble with you Forresters. No manners. At least Roderick had enough decency to carry a proper conversation. I knew you couldn't be trusted! Now!
Quick! Don't let him escape!
Forrester scum!
words, Griff. That must be a first. Gwyn!
It could have been so different, but you destroyed everything. Goodbye, Asher.
Oh!
It's a trap! They're trying to kill us! Kill them all! Kill the fucking foresters! Take down the gate!
We can't fight that many! We're doomed!
If they breach the gate, we're done for! We can't fight the entire Whitetail army!
My lord, your wound. Get them to safety. Of course.
I won't abandon you, not again.
Please, Mother!
Asher! Our lord is here!
I'll see your lord!
He's here!
My lord! Your command! We have to retake the gate! Retake the gate! Watch out, those bastards!
This is the war you promised, Mr. Rossi!
It's not over yet!
To Asher!
Westerosi. Let's give those fuckers a welcome to remember.
Forrester, you've come a long way to die. Let's see you live up to your reputation. Rally to your lord!
My son.
From ice.
My lord, we have to get you out of here. I'll be damned if I let another lord die on my watch.
I can't run.
You must survive, Asher. For the house. For all of us. Go! Now!
You did the right thing.
I did what I had to do.
He was your friend. Your arrival has changed everything. Even though we've been preparing for it all our lives. Now we don't have much time. We were sent here for a reason. To protect the North Grove. Winter is coming, and we have a role to play in the war to come.
Our father never would have wanted us to stand by and see House Forrester fall. Not while we can still do something about it.
It's too late to reach Ironwrath. It may already be lost.
Gregor trusted you for a reason. You know defending House Forrester is the right thing to do.
You're the one they sent, Garrett. You should be the one to decide.
House Forrester needs our help, so we'll gather our forces and march south. May the gods guide us and protect us.
In the name of the king, I hereby sentence you to death. Bring forth the next prisoner! This young woman is accused of murdering a loyal servant of the king. Who here bears witness to her crimes?
I will speak to them. This woman is a traitor and a murderer!
Kill her! She's innocent!
A disgrace to her family name!
Spare her!
Mira Forrester, in the sight of gods and men, and in the name of the king,
End it!
I sentence you to die.
Shame!
Raymond!
Kill her!
If you have final words, speak them now.
She's innocent! Spare her! Iron from ice! A brave woman!
Oh, noble
Kill her!
Kneel!
House Forrester. They were nothing but Stark loyalists. And the Starks are dead. Are you listening, Reek? Father wanted to make sure they'd bend the knee. And what do I find? A child lord. Ethan the Wise. With his bulldog sentinel at his side. As if I'd be afraid. And I thought, oh, this is going to be fun.
Mira was so devoted when we first came to King's Landing. That day Cersei dragged her before the throne, Grandmother, I was actually worried for her. But she didn't have any trouble swearing loyalty to Joffrey right in front of me. And then, after that whole business with Tyrion, I thought she knew how to stay loyal when it mattered. But then there was that day when she pushed me to ask Joffrey for help, when he ripped my dress. It was bold, I'll give her that. But I can't forgive that she used me. And now, with all that's happened to her, who knows what else Mira was doing without my knowledge? Grandmother, it makes me question if she was ever loyal to me at all.
I saw something of myself in Garrett Tuttle. I thought I could trust in him, Sam, but I was wrong. He gave me his word that he'd stay true to the vows he'd made in the Godswood. Yet before a day was out, a brother was dead atop the wall. I needed his sword at Craster's. I defended him to Frostfinger, and it cost me. Whatever happened up there, a man of the Watch doesn't run away.
Who should return then? But another Lord Forrester. Roderick. Back from the Twins with balls so shrunken he let Griff Whitehill beat him into the mud in his own yard. Reek, I had to come and see this walking tragedy for myself. But he didn't even have the courage to stab me with my own blade. Needless to say, I wasn't too impressed. And I was hardly surprised to hear he didn't last long. A savior who couldn't save anyone.
There was something about Asher Forrester. You would have liked him, Miss Sandai. He was cocky, surely, but he wasn't uncharming. Asher needed my help. I needed to know if he deserved it, so I tested him. But I was disappointed. He seemed a man who cared of nothing more than the moment. But afterward, his uncle told me the truth. That Asher had been protecting his friend, a former slave. He had gave up all he came here for to protect her secret. He earned my respect in the end, if not my help.
Loyalty. Friendship. Respect. Without them, we have nothing. I think, in the end, Mira came to understand that, Grandmother. She could so easily have turned on Sarah to protect herself. But instead, what she did, it took grace. If you're fierce enough, you leave King's Landing with your honor intact. Mira proved that. But at so high a cost.
I could have told you this story wasn't going to have a happy ending. Roderick dead, his mother dead, his little pile of timber in ruins. I just wish I'd been there to see it.
That Bolton bastard let their upstart houses go to war, Father. I'm not unfamiliar with these Forresters. Stubborn to the end. They were passionate. I'll give them that. But they were ruled by their whims. Impetuous when they should have been shrewd. Noble and just to the end, but weak. When will these Northerners ever learn? The Starks are dead. The war is over. And they lost.
Sasha?
My lord. We haven't much time. They may have won this battle, but they will not win the war.
Okay, there we go. Pardon the droning fan noise, but there's apparently no music over these bits for no reason. That was good in some ways. It was certainly dramatic. The first half of it I really enjoyed. I think this series as a whole, and this episode specifically, makes kind of the same mistake as a lot of the storytelling in the latest series of Game of Thrones as opposed to the books, which is it thinks that the reason people like it is because everyone dies. And the reason, like, it has this thing of, either do the worst possible imaginable thing that your character can endure, or die, or fail, or whatever. And it's like, well, do I really... It's like emotional torture porn, you know what I mean? And I feel like, and I know, you know, Game of Thrones, grim and gritty, blah, 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 but like, come on. Like, they build up your characters to be like, he's relentless, you know, badass thing, and then at the end it's like, either literally do the worst possible imaginable thing or die. And it's like, well then I guess I'll die. So, yeah, I don't know, yeah. A bit of a bummer, but should I have expected any different? Well, maybe, like, you know, like I say, it's this weird thing that people have, I'm not sure whether it's actually backed up by kind of the fans of Game of Thrones actually liking that. I don't know anyone who watches it in a kind of, I love it when everyone dies kind of way. And it's a weird thing that's built up, and I think it's emphasised more in the series because it strips the books down to like their main events, which means that rather than like have 600 pages and in that 600 pages one major character dies, it becomes like every 5 episodes or something in the series, so it does feel more repetitive, and I don't know, anyway, that's the series done. I think they're probably going to do a season 2 of this. We won't be doing any more Telltale stuff on the channel. A couple of reasons. Number one is because we're doing kind of trying to do different Let's Play stuff now, as I mentioned at the beginning of this kind of episode 6 stretch. And also, I actually feel kind of weird now recording these and putting them out there. Like, I'm not sure. Hey, I mean, you know, the viewing numbers aren't amazing, but also, like, I feel kind of weird because I feel like I'm, unlike other Let's Plays where you're watching, I'll play that too. I can't imagine anyone watching this and then going away and buying it and playing it themselves. So I almost kind of feel like I'm taking sales away from the developers. I don't know. Maybe that's dumb. Maybe it's not. Either way. Oh well. Thanks for watching. Why not end on a downer like the actual game did? Yeah, thanks for watching. Check out the rest of the channel, and I'll see you later. Bye.